I did not realize I had already clicked the go button.
Whoa. Hey, babe, look at the screen.
Goodness gracious. Big Mike, good morning, bud.
I figured I'd hop in and run the chat.
Oh, yeah. We'll have Blue Wrenches hopping in here in a few minutes.
Well, not necessarily like run the chat, but catch comments.
Well, like, I'm pretty sure you could sit in your spot right here. Yeah, you could sit in your spot right here and read. Been on the water since 10 p.m. Good gracious. We were lazy. We didn't get out here till like 5:45.
We were also, you didn't go to sleep.
Yeah, I didn't go to sleep. We didn't get the boat ready until about 11:30. And as good as we thought everything was, we got out here and our power inverter died. So filming for normal YouTube stuff isn't going
According to plan.
quite like we wanted to. We're running GoPros off battery packs. So it's going to be a short day of filming for production videos. So I was like, well, let's just go live. Let's just hang out. This fish is really non-committed. I don't know, that board's not tracking. It makes me wonder if he's just a dinkopotamus.
No, think.
Oh, little dink dink. Well, if that D85 rolled in him just right, we call that upgrading. He just became live bait instead of cut bait. It's acceptable.
The quality.
Does it look good?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God, I love the quality of that camera. And being on YouTube, like, so much nicer. If the first fish of the day is not 5 pounds, I'm going to be really disappointed. Considering we're starting to mark good fish, like the first wave of spawn might be kind of coming to an end, and some of these bigger fish are coming back out. Yeah, that board's 100% not tracking. I think it's a day bite. Only 3 all night. Bites, not fish. Oh, bruh. That is no fun. Yeah, I don't think it's quite hot enough here to be a full night bite. Hey, babe. Oh. So I wasn't telling you to like jump react, but that one was definitely getting slapped. Your middle board.
Yeah, I saw. It was a little late.
Why is your boat blue? It's not actually blue, it's green. You're just colorblind. What's up, bro? Do I want to reel this dink in or let him be live bait? We're going to reel him in just to have a live stream fish. 99% sure there's a fish here. There's a fish there. I'm so confident that this is the old dinkopotamus. Is this going to be our first YouTube live blue catfish? No, like when I said I think he's a dinkopotamus, I was being very serious. breaking all the other rods like it's my first day fishing. It's not as deep as oh, that's a good side hook.
Net.
I don't know. I think I can flip him.
Chaos.
Georgia, we don't bite Mr. Whiskers. That was a really, really, really good hook set.
Hooks and Hammock says, "Why are you fishing while I have to work?" This is our work day.
Woohoo! I mean, not really what we were looking for.
He got a little leech on him.
Where?
Right there.
Oh.
Oh! Oh!
He grunted to say thank you.
She says, "I want kisses."
And as always, don't buy Mr. Whiskers. Be free. You heard that too, right?
I did.
Can I have the rag?
Do you want
Man.
a JayRFishing or Freddy?
Oh. Shout out to my boy, Mr. Freddy.
Freddy!
FOA.
He's been stuck there for a while.
He was a little bigger than upgraded bait.
Yeah.
Gotta love. Nice chunk o' carp. Because you know, guys, it's carpe bait, or whatever they say to seize the day.
Hooks and Hammocks says, Freddy rag for a Freddy sized fish.
For a Freddy sized fish. I love it. I don't know if Freddy loved it, but I love it.
It's okay. Crisis averted.
What?
There is a speeder.
A speeder? We don't do no speeders.
Ugh. No, we do not. What's up?
We've popped the YouTube cherry.
We have.
Really wish they could see the planer board flips. Because my board flips have been on point today.
Carpatum. So about, what, a month ago, we started fishing this body of water again, and carp has been
Hands down the #1 bait choice. Gizzard shad's a solid second.
Facts.
I'd rather have gizzard shad than no bait. Welcome in, welcome in. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day.
That looks like a grr.
No. I actually don't know what that is.
Oh, I was talking about side scan. The way it like curved a
Oh.
little bit.
Yeah, that 100% could be a gar. If it is a gar, it'd be a fun one to catch.
Pull on the left is getting hit. Just kidding.
Well, we are dragging, so you will see a lot of little bounces.
It totally got hit though. The center pole. That was definitely a bite. Yes.
Yeah, that one was 100% a little bumpy bump. A couple of fish on top of each other right there. They're smaller. That was a good fish off side scan.
About it.
Hello.
So we got all new blue Hellcats, and since then my luck has been a little whoa.
I gotta be honest though, that fish sealed the deal. We are 18 trips straight, no skunk on the bone. Just saying, guys. I might not know what I'm doing, but I'd rather be lucky than good any day.
It always takes me a minute. Ew.
Slimy, it's satisfying.
Fish Warden says, "What's up, y'all? Y'all catching anything?"
We just released a little.
This is Andy Ward.
Andy!
Woot woot.
We just released a little baby blue.
We did.
I mean, he wasn't that small, but like, he's a couple pounds.
Hooks and hammocks. Hope you guys are watching the weather this trip. So,
Yeah, the storm's not supposed to hit till after lunch.
there is a tropical disturbance. Isn't that what they called it?
I don't remember.
Anyways, we shouldn't get anything from that until, I don't know, 1.
I gotta make sure that, okay. Had to switch battery packs. That other battery pack was no more. Gotta check this battery pack.
So, I mean, I checked the weather, and we did check the weather that day. It just kind of, within a span of, I don't know, 15 minutes, went from daytime to nighttime.
Daytime, nighttime. But I mean, if you watched the whole video, there's less than 5 minutes from the time that dark cloud showed up to when we rolled out of footage that's cut out. Like, y'all got to see pretty close to like real time how fast it got rough.
It did.
It takes some pretty obnoxious water chop for us to get sprayed like that. It was pretty cool to see the spray footage from the Talon camera, though. I gotta be honest. Like, I would do it again just to get another one of those clips. Now I have a bimini top. So, like, whatever. We chilling. We'll put our little side rain curtains on.
This was what? The day
The day before we got the top.
before we got the top.
The downfall was that wind peaked over 40. And the top's only rated to be at like 44 mile an hour. What?
Oh. I'm not used to it going away.
Smokes, hang out with us for a while. It's possible. We're all full on blue wrenches for now, but
Yellow! There aren't any yellows. They're all blue
Ooh.
now.
It's a butterfly. Hey, little butterfly.
Ooh, it's really pretty. Do you know that they eat decaying flesh? And they are terrifying.
Butterflies?
Yes.
Eh.
Eh.
I mean, I eat cooked flesh. Who am I to judge?
That's a nice
I'm not trying to knock another
fish.
man's hustle.
Off bottom.
How did we mark that on side scan in the water column, but not mark it on down scan or 2D?
Andy said, need to get you a stronger top. I've learned my lesson.
Yeah, maybe one day. It wasn't necessarily in the budget to buy this Bimini. I want to have a custom enclosure done, but the wrap and lithiums and new graphs and everything else that we've done this year kind of put me about 70% over budget of what I was planning to spend on this boat. But I do have two 126 Garmin's now, and it's pretty nice to be able to just turn around and look at screens. Hey, look.
Bait boat.
There's one of them old worm chuckers. Boat bite. You know, that's twice that he's gone out of his way to run relatively close to us and not even thrown a hand up to wave.
At least he didn't run over our planer boards.
Yeah, that's true. Guys, you're not going to want to miss next week's video. It's going to be exciting. It's when pontoons attack. We got planer boards ran over twice in one day.
Not even 10 minutes apart.
And like, I'm pretty sure y'all can see our planer boards. Yeah, like, you can see one. The other two are kind of strategically hidden behind rods.
Well, if I move my head, they might be able to see mine.
I don't know.
I have to wait for it to catch up.
Open the bell and let them eat it all. Thankfully, I was able to stop both boats before they got prop to mainline.
You can see my metal board.
Should probably like look at a map and see if we're dragging where I want to drag.
We were just kind of, I thought we were just going with the flow.
We are, but I don't want to just run into the bank over there. I'd like to be able to make a sweep down that channel.
Mm.
So I've got to somewhat set this up to be able to skirt the channel. I don't know, but if that guy keeps rocking the boat, I'm going to lay down and take a nap. So all the actions came from a 0.5.
Correct.
That's kind of annoying. I don't like dragging this slow.
I remember when we used to just only drag this slow.
I remember when we used to run 0.3. Back when we were learning how to drag and we thought catfish were slow, we'd drag at a 0.3. Now there's days where I'm like, let's run a mile an hour and let them eat. I mean, we've caught fish at 1.2 mile an hour in the wind with 4 drift socks out the back of the boat. I guess when the wind's blowing bait pretty hard, fish don't have a choice but to chase it.
Everlast, how much have y'all got so far? Just joined.
We've only got one so far this morning, but it's, if you, I don't know if you can, if if you can rewind to the live, you can run back and see that. It shouldn't be but like 10 minutes ago.
Oh.
Maybe
I was
more.
gonna try.
Can you?
I don't know.
I don't know if you can or not. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know how to YouTube.
Oh yes.
You can?
Oh yes.
Yeah, so you can rewind and go see that fish like 10 minutes ago, and then fast forward and come back to here. And we'll still be here when you get back. Potentially with another fish, who knows?
Our plan of attack today was to start on the shallow flat and work our way towards the channel.
Well, we didn't just start in the shallow flat. We started upriver.
Upriver.
The river channel there is shallow, but we were up on a flat just off that channel. And then the channel actually runs through some standing timber that we can't go through. At least not dragging. You could probably suspend and stand on the bow of the boat and navigate it.
Yeah, that's a definitely bow navigation.
Yeah, there's about 6 inches of visibility in this lake. So it's not the most ideal situations to be in standing timber. I don't mind it in like Hartwell. It has super clear water, great visibility.
Smoke says, where are you fishing at?
We are on Lake Oconee, technically, but we're up above the lake in the river system.
Everlast says, also what type of boat?
This is a 2004 Tracker Tundra 21-foot walkthrough.
Andy says, you got dirty souths? Send it.
It's not the dirty south I'm worried about. It's the trolling motor I'm worried about.
Yeah.
If I knew that I had 2 foot between the surface and the timber, you best believe I would be dragging it. Because I know there's fish there. We've anchored in it and caught fish. Actually, the video that dropped Thursday, we lost some footage. It glitched on the computer, and I don't understand what happened. Like, I could watch it, but it wouldn't load in the editor. It's weird.
Andy says, they make props for them every day.
Yeah. They also sell lower units every day. You ship me a spare, and we'll go right over there right now. I don't know how well you know me, but like, I ain't scared. Wouldn't be the first thing I'd bounce this boat off of.
I don't know about you guys, but I love spending my weekend mornings here.
In fact, in Oklahoma, we anchored on the lower unit in rocks on accident in 5-foot rollers.
Oopsies. I don't understand. They must have just beached it. Because that's where it was like. No. Yeah, because that's where it's.
No.
Was it after the shoal?
Yeah. It's over there.
Mm-mm.
I mean, that's pretty shallow.
Mm-mm.
No, that is it.
That is it.
That is it. They're in a pontoon, though. They can float a little shallower than we can. Because they sit on the water, not in the water. I mean, you got to think your feet are underwater. Not quite. Pretty close though.
Found these new things today.
Yeah, Jamie is converted to sugar-free Red Bulls.
Go, let's go. Psych. You're a heartbreaker.
I don't really want to play with you guys. No, never mind. I'll play with you. Hey, girl.
Nick says, if you see one, reel it in. Andy says, I parked on a stump a few weeks ago and fished. Twas an accident, but worked out. And he said, "Aw, puppy."
Just old boat dog.
Mick, we are working.
What?
Nick says, you gotta get working.
I mean, that rod was doing the little thing. It was doing that thing we like. And like, the fish just didn't stay with it. He thought about it. He talked about it.
They're being really finicky today.
It is kind of odd.
They were not interested in us pulling at a 0.7.
Well, that's one of them long-nosed toothy critters. Which is probably what took off of that one, to be 100% honest.
Nick says, I know.
Come on, fish. Let me get another one. Let me be 2 up on Jamie. We haven't got to see her swing and a miss yet. I trolled you so hard in that video.
You did.
That's what you get for trying to steal my fish.
Oh, but you can just steal mine.
I didn't steal anything.
You did.
The rod went down. The fish was hooked. You didn't get it, so I reeled it in.
Andy says, y'all off spawn yet? Ours just started.
I believe some of the first fish that went on spawn are starting to come off.
Hey,
We're not quite there yet.
it's got feeding fish right there.
Last week and the week before were pretty miserable. It was a super tough bite. And it was like the only things you could find hardly
Or dinks.
were 7 pounds and smaller. There were a couple of fish here and there, kind of stragglers caught, that had a little more size on them. But the consistent size was 5 to 7 pounds. We're marking a lot more big fish back out and moving.
Nick says, I fish, I'm loving.
Nice.
Nice. Well, what kind of fish do you fish for? Andy says it's been the same way here. I just got my first spawned out fish, so I know we're in the beginning of spawn.
See, we haven't caught one that really looks spawned out. I mean, we've caught some beat up fish, but none of the fish we've caught are like.
But there was one that looked like it got pretty roughed up, but
There's some
the
rough
majority
fish, but
of them,
they're all big bellied still.
Yeah.
Like they don't look like they've really spawned out. It's weird.
Nick is a bass fisherman.
nice.
We do a little bass fishing on occasion.
I enjoy a good ditch pickle. They're fun.
Tasty.
I'm kind of addicted to bigger fish. But there is nothing wrong with any type of fishing. If you got a rod and a reel and you're catching fish, ain't nothing wrong with that at all.
Definitely look like they're speeding fish.
I mean, I'd like to see some big-headed, skinny-bodied, snot beat out of them fish.
The temperature changes, I think, has them really confused. Yeah, Andy.
I agree 100%. This year's been very weird. I mean, we were still catching 20s, 30s, and 40s when everybody else in the area had pretty much given up on big fish and said that it was spawn. And we were catching crispy, clean fish. Super pretty fish.
Palmetto Cats!
Kevin!
Good morning! Everlast says, what's y'all's biggest fish y'all have got this month?
This month?
We're in June.
Probably 22 pounds.
Yeah.
June is probably the worst month in the southeast for blue catfishing.
Yeah.
July and August are tough. Like, it's hard to get good fish. But big fish are there.
It's just
June's
finding
the
that
hardest
sweet
spot.
spot.
Like, May starts the spawn, so like you can still find them, but they're getting fewer and further between. June's pretty rough.
Jamie, you're missing the ladies' rumble. I know.
Here, you drop.
Well, to be fair, Kevin, we got new rods, and I don't catch fish on the new rods very often.
I've caught a fish on all 10 of our new rods. I don't know what your issue is. Like, I caught fish on them and then put them on your side and started fishing with the rods that haven't caught fish.
Babe, that's been a thing
Since we started catfishing.
since we started fishing together in general.
Yeah, that's true.
New rod curse. For Richard, it's not a thing.
No, I don't have a new rod curse.
No.
I have can't catch fish on a live stream curse. But we broke that today. We caught a fish on a live stream on YouTube. Things are going great. Like,
Yeah, it's Richard's fault.
I'm living the best life.
You might scroll up to read all of these. I just have to get used to the rods have to get used to me. We have to form that bond, you know. But every new rod that I've gotten since Richard and I have been together, it takes a couple trips.
You must be not saying both. Andy, so like right now we're sitting at 83.5-degree surface temp here. If I go back down to where we put in 4 or 5 miles downriver, it's 86-degree surface temps. We've been over 80
For about a month.
for right at a month.
But I mean, the drastic changes in temperatures throughout the day is rough as well.
I think that's kind of started to calm down. We already have thermocline. We have a 15-foot thermocline already.
Kevin, we got all new blue, medium, heavy Hellcats.
Blue Tickle Bandit rods.
Mm-hmm. But they're all the same color, so they're all matchy-matchy.
I got tired of having the rainbow setup of rods. Just you couldn't make things consistently look good. Like you'd have them staggered in color and spaced out, and then you'd catch a fish on a far planer board. So then that rod rotates to the side and everything shifts over, and it just
My OCD.
swing and a miss.
Come back. I promise. It's a tasty treat. You know what? I'm gonna fix this. I'm gonna eat my snack.
Okay. It's a good thing we're fishing with carp, or I would 100% tell you there was no bait left on that one.
That's so mean.
That was awesome. She's even sitting up. You better feed that baby.
Hold on. To the fish gods. Okay. Come here. Come up here. Come on. Up. Can you sit up for everybody? Sit up. Come on. Good girl.
Could they see that?
I think so. I don't know. It'll take a second. Because I'm behind. And for the fish gods. I am lagging so hard that I just saw.
You just got to watch yourself swing and a miss?
Yes.
Oh.
Kevin
That was a good take too. Sad faces.
says that we'll get tired of the matchy-matchy.
No, catfish is not all we do. I don't know. I spent 3 years of mismatch. And like now my rods match my engine, my bait board, the boat, my rod holder. Like
It's all matchy-matchy.
we are the matchy matchies. Even got our nice shabao. Look at that. So nice. Okay. Putting my hood back up. The sun's peeking around the.
I have made my sacrifice to the fish gods. I should now be able to land one.
Okay.
After you take care of your jink back there.
Which one?
Your middle board. Andy, she's honestly not allowed to be on the back deck. Just all willy-nilly. Whoa! You should not have. If I catch that, we might go home. I might also cry. Which will be a first for a live stream.
I'll be honest with you. I think my dink has the best chance of catching that.
I mean, I agree.
Oh no. I caught meat.
Well, don't do that.
don't think the dink is actually there, but this
Every
board did not want to track at all.
I don't know why. Depth.
Because we're getting pushed sideways.
Oh, I was gonna say depth-wise, we haven't changed much. Everlast, we do some crappie fishing.
We catch them old crappie. We catch them ditch pickle bass.
Andy says, "What? You let that sweet baby wherever she wants to go."
Yeah.
No.
That dog is outrageously expensive. She's not allowed to stand anywhere near low-walled surfaces where she might fall out and get chewed on by long-nosed toothy critters.
She would be a snack for
I've caught flatheads that eat bait bigger than her.
I'd say a long-nosed gar that are in here. Some of the pretty decent ones.
No,
She'd be a snack.
they don't have near a big enough head. But that don't mean they wouldn't nibble on her. And that sweet baby is too cute
We
to get
can't have
nibbled on.
anything nibble on her little feetsies.
It might chew on her toe tufts. What'd you give her?
A full-size cube.
The look on her face, she's all like, nah, nah.
Everlast says, but I'm getting into bass fishing. And then Andy says, my dog sits on the deck watching the rods. Will bark when one goes down too.
She'll bite Mr. Whiskers.
We have to tell her not to bite Mr. Whiskers. But some of the bigger fish.
When we had the 41 on the boat, she was terrified of it.
But when we stand, we'll be standing back here just watching. She'll sit and just look.
It's a look of pure confusion.
Like,
She doesn't have all her brain cells. Just, it is what it is. Did all the snacks go in the bag? Yeah.
yes.
I'm gonna lay my old poppy tart on the deck in foil so it can get
will
nice
you get
and
me,
warm.
Water.
Water?
Uh-huh.
Peach water?
Peach water. She needs a water.
She needs some Wawa?
She does.
Okay. Well, there's good shade in the corners. Can I get through? That way when your rods go down, I can catch your fish?
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, you're not catching them.
Well, you know what? You want to tussle? I probably would be the one ended up in the water if that was the case.
These jelly swirl honey buns are not near as good frozen as they are slightly warm.
Sorry, Peach. I did spill some of your boat snacks.
Alright, I made my offering.
Peach made her offering too.
The last time I did that, I caught a fish as it was in the air.
Where were you saying for her, Waddy?
Front corner, under the windshield. How many fish do we catch a month?
Oh.
counting all species, 150, 200 fish. Not counting shad or like cast netted bait. We rod and reel probably 150 to 200 fish a month.
What's next? Fancy Barbecue says him to her 298. I wish.
She can't say that this month. I've kicked her tail the entire month. To the point that we quit keeping score on the month. I mean, there was a blue cat day that I beat her 8-1. I'll have her beat 2-1 here in a few minutes.
What is it you always say though, babe?
I catch quantity and you catch quality.
I don't know though. Your fish definitely have kicked my butt in all categories this month.
This month? But on Mother's Day, you caught one fish bigger than the 4 that I caught.
Everlast says, also, do y'all fish tournaments?
Not really. We fish a charity redfish tournament. There's a couple little local small time tournaments that we've got friends that put on that we'll go participate in just to support them. As far as big tournament fishing, absolutely not. Tournament guys actually know what they're doing. And for those that weren't here when we said it earlier, I am a firm believer, and I don't have a clue what I'm doing, but I'd rather be lucky than good.
I wonder if Andy was paying attention because Georgia sat there for a good minute.
Fishing's something that we enjoy doing together. And when you start putting the stress of tournaments on it, it really takes the fun out of it. We might start doing some of the live tournament stuff with YouTube friends.
Andy says, I'm about to get out of tournament fishing as much. I want to do more fun fishing. I'll still probably fish the bigger tournaments though.
I mean, there's a couple of tournaments that at some point I would like to fish just to say that I fished it.
Come on.
Alright, reel that one in. Since it's not on the board, I want to check and see what it was. no sliminess. Old long-nosed toothy fish. It's not too late to join the live fishing tournament league.
I thought that was like from the bank.
No. There's all kinds of different ways you can fish that. It depends on the tournament.
I haven't really been keeping up with things, and I feel bad, but work's kind of gotten crazy for me.
Work has been crazy for Jamie. We're used to being able to fish in the middle of the week during the day. And we haven't been able to do that here lately.
Clint says short bites. Yeah.
That one was a gar. There's teeth marks on the demon dragon that are fresh.
Everyone says I fished one tournament and got $100. It was a crappy tournament.
Nice. A real good friend of ours just started fishing. Not necessarily like a pro league series trail, but it's a state level trail, kind of regional, Georgia, South Carolina. I think it's like 70, 80 boats that he's doing crappie fishing in.
I think Kevin wants us to join the live fishing tournament.
Just saying. Kevin, I will hit you up when we get off the water and we can discuss this. I'd be down to do it.
Yeah.
Just because it's fun. And as long as I can fish against Freddie, all I gotta do is catch a fish to win.
Be nice to my Freddie. Excuse you, young lady.
Kevin, these are Freddie rags. I'm just saying. If any of you guys need bait rags, FOA. They were shipped very prompt. Like, probably within an hour of when Freddie originally told me he was going to ship them. And, super affordable. Like, still have a very large box of them. We ordered a lot.
Kevin says you only need 8 tournaments to qualify for the championship. There are 10 left. Everlast, one of the tournaments that we fish every year is a charity red drum tournament. And it goes towards the Ronald McDonald Foundation for our side of the country.
The Coastal Empire.
The Coastal Empire.
Kevin, if you will message me on the Book of Faces some details, we will see if the scheduling lines up that we can try to make 8 of those happen. That'd be pretty cool.
I just can't do anything tomorrow. I have an appointment tomorrow.
Well, I mean, I think JayRFishing can
You can.
fish the tournament without the Jamie if it came down to like we had to make it happen to qualify. Because he didn't say you had to win 8. He said you had to fish. And like, I'm really good at fishing.
He says, why do I need to do all the work?
Because we're live on my phone, so I can't message you.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would have already messaged you about this. But we are live on my phone.
So are we going to try to...
Hook it back once we get closer to the bank?
Yeah.
100%.
Okay.
Yeah, you're driving.
I didn't realize I was driving. I totally forgot. Do you want to drive?
Nope.
He says, whatever. Sure.
Love you, buddy.
He also says, give Jamie some real hooks and not them rubber ones.
Hey, they're plastic, not rubber.
I just need to get out of the car. Now he's gonna change up the bait.
Do what?
I said now he's gonna change up the bait.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, find an excuse to change something.
You right. Everybody says, but I live in East Texas, and because it was so dry last summer, we went to support them. I hear that. Andy, no. He says, I bet he only changes his rods.
I'm legit only changing the one. I had cut a really, really small piece of carb for that rod to start where we were.
The way we, I guess, for the lack of better terms, process our carp for bait, it's really bloody and really oily. So, like, you can leave it on the hook for quite a while and it's still...
That piece was not that piece of waterlogged.
Most
You
of the
ran
time.
your rod out way back.
Yeah,
You're always the closer rod.
I figured I'd changed it.
You try to take my fish because I catch way more straight back fish than you do. It's okay. You can change it up all you want. This got me just a smidgen further back than you, so when I catch a fish, it won't tangle.
I almost didn't. I almost let it go for a while.
The problem with running them that far back is with as much as we turn,
Mm-hmm.
they take forever to pull back.
Yeah, and that's the other reason I didn't, is because we are about ready to turn. I was thinking about giving it.
I kind of think that dink might actually be on that board still.
Oh, I totally think it is. Because it's not tracking. Reel your dink in.
I don't want to reel in my dink. I don't think he is.
If I was a betting lady,
You lost.
and that's why I don't gamble.
It's a really good reason not to gamble. That board just doesn't want to track. Super annoying.
You might have to check the arm on it next time.
It may be twisted. We've caught so many trees with planer boards here lately in this river that they all need to be taken apart and like hammered back square.
And then as soon as you're done messing with it, can you not mess with it for a little while so like I can start prepping us to...
Can you not fall off the boat?
I was trying not to step on the boat.
I told you the dog was always in the way when you had to jump on the rear deck fast. Hold your suitcase.
There might be a fish in that bush.
There's 100% a pretty decent fish laying in that bush. That fish probably goes...
Mommy goes to the back deck first.
It's a teener.
Yeah.
Let's say it's a teener.
This car are gonna be the death of me.
Oh, that wasn't a car. That wasn't the abrupt take. That was a slow pull.
I know.
The good news is dodging the dog, you didn't make it to grab the rod. So there was no effective swing and miss. Mama, I'll reel in your dink. My mommy loves catching dink, blue kitties. For the record, I reeled in my dink. And it wasn't a dink, it was a piece of bait.
Well, she's trapped on the bow now.
She doesn't care. She is full seal laying in the sunshine.
I was gonna say if you grab her bone over by my gunnel.
Oh, I can do that. Here you go.
Here you go, Peach.
I'm gonna hang out right here with everybody. That was the bush. If you look in front of us, you'll see how much
I know. I don't want to make such a
sharp turn.
sharp turn, so I'm
The
just
dog's
doing.
name is Georgia.
I'm just doing.
She is the sweetest of peaches.
Like, we'll let it ride for a little bit, and then I'll click it some more.
JayRFishing, brought to you by White Peach. Sparkling white peach.
Get back.
Crispy. Oh, so crispy. Are you clicking my pen at me?
It's my pen.
It's got my name on it.
It's my pen.
Like it literally has my name on it.
No, it doesn't.
According to the Secretary of State, that is tied to my name.
Quit playing with it.
Which
Just-
one?
Both of them. You get to get, and of course, you get to see that on the live too. That was a snack. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it.
Well, mine's going through that bush. Come on, I even gave that shad a little bit of the old angle cut. Give it a little floppy flop. Everlast 100% the best flavor of Celsius ever made. He's drinking a white peach too.
I read.
He's got good taste.
I'm surprised that I liked that sugar-free.
I actually am
watermelon.
too. You normally like to consume 500,000 grams of sugar in a day.
Yes. Well, when I look, that scared me.
Scared me too. I also looked over and realized it was a radar notification.
It wasn't a radar notification.
Oh, no?
No.
Okay.
It was for my game.
Oh.
It was telling me that I have all my lives.
We have 9 people, but only 4 thumbs up. I'm not trying to call anybody out, but there's 5 of you. If you'll just click that little thumbs up button real quick, I would greatly appreciate it.
I already did that.
It doesn't cost you anything. And it'll make me feel better. It's really peaceful today. I don't understand where all the pleasure... it's 9 a.m. That's... Never mind. I was like, why are there no pleasure boaters out? Normally this area is just swamp. Oh, I'm going to get out of the way now. You going to be able to... working on the inside of that board?
I'm gonna hurt you because you hurt him. Or you got off. One of the two. I don't think he's there. I'm being honest. Just kidding.
I was like, I felt wiggle wiggle. Let me see how he's felt.
Well, let me get him to the boat first.
You know what you're doing?
Nope.
Okay.
I was gonna be cool like you, and then
Yeah?
Yeah.
Aw. I hit the other rod winning. Boat flipping dinks.
excuse me.
Fish number 2.
Excuse me.
He's pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, don't bite Mr. Whiskers. Oh,
Georgia.
why are you licking Mr. Whiskers? Let me see this. You struggle with little fish. I really don't want to deal with you putting...
It's in the mouth. If that makes sense.
She really wants Mr. Whiskers.
Fish number 2. Behave yourself.
She really wants Mr. Whiskers.
Sit down. He has to go back to his mommy. Slime.
Hey, can you hand me that pointer?
Yeah.
Where's my fishy? I want a dinkopotamus.
Good
Chris!
morning, Chris.
Quit whining. Some people have to work. I'm working. Working on catching a killer tan on these legs.
I'm gonna bump us up too. I don't want to bump us up.
Dexter and Archie.
Part of me wants to bump us up. Other part of me doesn't, because the wind's not blowing no more.
What's that? This China. We were going with the wind, so any speed we were
I know.
traveling over like a 0.3 was faster than the wind would have blown us. This is another fishy on carp. The old carpabatum. I'm excited to hit this channel.
I am too.
Super excited to roll back across the channel.
Do you want me to cross the channel?
I don't want you to touch it right now.
That's fine.
It's marking really weird.
Dexter's a pug.
A pug. I like pugs. Pug puppies are freaking adorable. Watch, all the fish you catch the rest of the day are going to come off that one rod. I mean, I could have thrown that piece of fresh bait on it. But that carp was still super slimy and gross.
boards are tracked out beautifully. And Archie is a teacup Yorkie. Adorable.
Those dogs are either super sweet or super terrifying. Never an in between. It's kind of like the difference in long-haired and short-haired wiener dogs.
Yeah.
Short-haired wiener dogs are evil. Long-haired wiener dogs just want to touch you all the time. And sometimes it's awesome. They're so sweet. And other times it's like, can you go be a dog? Oof.
I know. I was gonna. It's 5 clicks to the right.
I mean, you can click this. It is what it is. The scent trail's close enough that if they want it, they'll follow it. We ain't gotta hit them in the head with it. To only be 9 a.m., that sun is blasting.
That is part of the other reason that we came out here early today. It's because it was gonna feel like 106 because of the humidity.
I'm sweating. This is rough. It's a hard life.
Yep, I know someone. Yep, I know someone I know has a short hair wiener dog, and she tries to bite your feet off.
I mean, Georgia's never bit anyone so far. Today's a new day. You never know. There we go. There we go. Those are the kind of bumpy bumps on bottom I want to see. Hey, buddy. You hungry? Got a tasty treat for you.
Crappy Barbecue says FFA.
If you play your cards right, you're going to be the one that drags right over the hole that we caught your 41 out of.
I don't know how to play those cards correctly. Five, right?
You're driving, not me. A good fish laying just in front of that bush. But that fish is buried. Like there is no gap between that fish's belly and the bottom.
Oh, Everlast, it's okay. reading and words are difficult for me.
What's the matter, Peaches?
If only you could have seen our early TikTok lives.
Believe it or not, guys, Jamie used to not speak during lives. She would get really flustered and step all over her words, and then get mad and not talk to anybody the rest of the day. I just saw a carp jump.
Corp, corp. Ow.
Carp, 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 carp.
Come on, fishy.
Here, fishy, 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 fishy. I don't know what that is. A rock, maybe? A really, really hard return, but very oddly shaped. It doesn't look like wood. I tickled her.
I did that earlier.
She gets so mad.
I still think it's funny when you hold her and you tickle her belly.
That dog was so mad at me the other day tickling her toes. It's all right. We knew what you said. And Jamie eventually read it.
Shade.
No.
Oh, the breeze?
Oh, you can't talk about it. Light breezes are really shy. If you acknowledge them, they run away. That is a whole tree. Kind of hoping since you're cutting this at an angle that my stray back rod's going to slide beside it. That might be wishful thinking, though. I mean, I haven't been up for 24. I'm really close to 24 hours. we explained at the very beginning of the live that we didn't have the boat prepped ready to go until about 11:30 last night, and we got up at 3:15 and took a shower, got ready, threw bait in the cooler, and hit the road. Got on the water 5:45ish. Got to the first spot about 6:15. A lot of biomass dropping off into this channel. We do. Not a lot. We stay pretty busy, but when we have free time, we do. Looks like a good bit of bait getting pushed around. Maybe some bass pushing around. Hard to tell when it's moving that quick and it's just a blur. Kind of looks like bass though.
He says, like what?
Well, what's the game that you've been playing here lately?
I don't know. I downloaded Township because I got sick and tired of seeing the ads for it.
That game is so awful.
It is. And I'll play it for like a week or two and then I'll quit. And then I've been playing, I don't know what the name of it is.
I enjoy some Call of Duty. Some Madden.
Borderlands.
Yeah, some Borderlands. Some Assassin's Creed. Some MMORPGs on PC.
I think I missed the tree for you, babes.
I think you did. I think you managed to dodge that whole tree, and I have no idea how. Because that was a really, really large brush pile. I even still relive my childhood and play some old school RuneScape on my phone. I gotta be honest with you, that looks like a scale fish. I can't tell from sitting right here, but just glancing at it, that looked like it had scales.
He says, I mostly play Call of Duty, Warzone.
Warzone's pretty fun. It gets intense. I haven't played Call of Duty since like Christmas. I haven't played a lot of video games at all since Christmas. I mean, we did 14,000 miles from February 1st to in the beginning of May,
Roughly.
end of April.
Yeah. A lot of our free time this year has been fishing and video editing and
Adobe Premiere Pro is kind of like playing a video game. Except the instructions are in a foreign language. Not really, they're in English, but like they don't make sense. You have to understand the product to know what the instructions are telling you to do. So if you don't understand them, the instructions are practically useless on how to do stuff. So then I spend a lot of time watching YouTube videos on like how to do Adobe Premiere Pro stuff. Like I was gonna put flashy arrows in our newest video to show the storm clouds and things to point at rods when they're about to go down. And
no bad.
I couldn't figure out how to do it, so it didn't happen. I'm 14 in August, turned 15, so I have a lot of free time. Bro, I used to play a ton of video games at that age. I also worked in a computer store, so there were slow days that I would get paid to play video games.
No. Hey.
What's she chewing on?
A steak.
Is it brown and sticky?
Yes.
Water does not look super quality below 13 feet.
I know. I'm still trying to make our turn.
Oh, you're fine.
Where we're somewhat pointed and then...
Roll it slow because I'm up on the flat and not in the channel, so like I'm good at this.
I know. But what I also was thinking in my lizard brain was that when we set these, we were in...
I ran enough line behind them that they would have.
I figured they'd be up off bottom a little bit.
That's why I let them all hang back a little further than normal. Was to account for the going from 6 feet of water to 18 feet of water.
To be young again. Being up for 24 hours and still going.
Hi. I'm older than you and have been up for 24 hours and still going. That's pretty awesome. Sits at his desk and play games. I mean, I spend a lot of my free time just fishing.
What was that? You were in the way, so I couldn't see what flipped over there.
I don't know. I bet it had gills.
I bet it had teeth.
I don't know. I saw a carp earlier, so it could have been that. That would be a very similar water depth to where I saw the carp.
I do have to say, if I have to compare the bow screen to this one, is I like the line on what is the boat on the one on the bow.
What do you mean? It's got the point in front of the boat to tell you where you're pointed, but it still has the boat on that one.
I know.
Beach.
There's slime on the deck.
Come here. That sounds like a big truck. You had her cooling bed all folded up.
I did, because I was going to stand behind there and let her sit in my chair, and that was before we decided to go live.
Oh. It's hot. It's hot, hot. Why are you giving me this? Are you going to put your feet in the water? Oh. It's a good thing I don't have to be able to look at the chart to drive. One thing I don't like is I don't know if we're lagging on YouTube.
I'd have to look at my service to see if I could catch up to the feed, because I didn't have enough service to be caught completely up with the stream.
Oh, Andy says we're good. My phone's a little on the toasty side, so the screen's kind of dumb. And I can't really see it with my sunglasses on, so it makes it even more difficult to read comments for me.
Oh, okay. Do you want to try this?
No, I can see them fine on your phone. Okay. I didn't realize you left your phone back here.
Yep.
So since you're sitting right there, you shouldn't miss any more fish, right?
You want a boat chip?
Did you find a good crispy carp scale for her? Got her a little chippy chip. Hey, that's not a scaly fish. That's a whisker fish. It's crazy. As we got really close to the channel, we stopped marking cats and started marking a ton of bass. I mean, I kind of figured they would thin out a little bit as we got right there.
Yeah.
In that deep spot.
Well, I was trying to avoid the deep spot, if I'm being honest. I was trying to stay on the flat, but I didn't want to curve it too much.
See, I'd rather bury the center two rods in the channel and know that they are pretty slim and skirt the sides. Alright, Everlast, I hope everything's going well, and if you make it back while we're still alive, we'll see you then. Can you catch more fish when I'm not marking any? The two fish we have caught, I don't think we marked.
I don't think we did either.
I didn't see them on side scan, and they were caught fairly far from the boat. So I would venture to say they were not marked fish.
I'm gonna be honest. When I was the one driving and watching the screen when I caught my 41, and I did not mark it.
No, the 41 was not marked. But the 41 was also like 140 feet offside the boat.
And it was really far back.
So you couldn't have marked that fish with where we were pathing anyways.
Yeah.
We were running boards super wide that day. Part of me wants to clip the umbrella onto the side of the bimini just to have more coverage.
Andy said, always run them boards wide. I like to cover about 300 yards.
The wind was blowing just enough earlier that the boards wouldn't track out that far.
You have to lift up the one. It catches that lip just right. tasty carp. Andy says it's because you're not using B-cap boards.
Wouldn't a taller, bigger board be more susceptible to the wind? Oh, so close to working that time.
You alright up there?
We're also not pulling very fast, so that's another hiccup to pulling Watt. It didn't work at all. There's got to be a way to attach this thing.
You might have to go pull forward because it's just that it's at the edge of the bimini. You might. Oh.
Well, if I go that way, like if I go there, I can really get it. The problem is, it's in front of that camera. That's good enough for me. Now that we're up above the channel, that's some good biomass. That's some good fish on side scan too. Starting to see bait again. Come on, fish. At least the phone's in the shade.
Mm-hmm.
Which, if we were turned around pulling the other direction, it would not be. But we would be. And that would be kind of nice.
Linda Bolin, good morning.
Good morning.
Well, come here.
Are you playing with the pupper dogs?
I was gonna put her, because she's trying to find shade and then it goes to the wrong side of the boat.
Flops down in her cooling bed.
I don't blame her.
We're on Lake Oconee today. Did you hear that?
I did, I just didn't see it.
I didn't either. That was a pretty substantial sploosh, though. Maybe worth taking her life jacket off since it's so calm. And there's nobody out right now.
Come here, Peach.
She's feeling a little hot under it.
Let me see your teeth.
Yep, it is almost time to put lights back on the boat and fish in the dark.
Yeah, but then I'd have to deal with the flying pterodactyls.
Yeah. But it's not so dadgum hot.
Yeah. Come on.
That dink's been knocking on your far planer for a while. Yeah, he's definitely a dinkopotamus.
I don't care if it doesn't think.
You just want to be one up on me.
You've caught 2. Haven't you?
I only caught 1.
Oh, so we're tied?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, then that dink needs to leave it alone.
Do what?
I said, well, then that dink needs to leave it alone and go get Grandpappy.
Go get Grandpappy.
Yeah.
I vote we just go ahead and catch like an 82. And we'll call that a stream and go home. That's how I feel about it. Hey Goober, why are you only halfway laying in your bed? Well, you moved your phone where I can't see the comments anymore.
The comment hasn't changed. It was.
Well, you could see them.
It
so
wasn't
you
in
would
the
know
phone. Yeah, but the phone wasn't in the shade anymore. That's what.
That. What?
Straight up thought I saw that white garden.
The albiner? Georgia, get down here. You can't be up there without your life jacket on.
See, the phone's not in the shade anymore, and I didn't want it overheating.
No, it is. I mean,
Skull Rush!
I don't know that my phone's in the shade.
Your phone is in the shade. Because I'm in the shade.
Now it's really in the shade.
You're being paid.
Here, we'll all be in the shade. We're shaded under our shade.
Shady.
It doubles as a fan. For when we turn around, because we can't cross the bridge live streaming. Can we put a hammock on the next boat? I would totes be down to hang a hammock on a Dynasty.
That wasn't very ladylike.
Wasn't very ladylike at all there, little princess.
It was the cheese.
I forgot you gave the dog cheese.
Well, I don't know if she can have almonds. And I don't want her to have my turkey.
You are ridiculous.
Oh, dang. They have their waterfall on.
I hear it.
But it's not the same people. It's a new waterfall. I've never seen before waterfall.
I still don't actually see the waterfall.
Do you see that house?
Oh, I see it now. You see
Yeah.
that fish?
I did see that fish.
It's a very light colored waterfall. It blended into the pine straw.
To the 7th.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Are you going to catch that fish?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna ask the 7 people still watching if they had any questions.
Georgia, stay down here. Yes, no. That looks like yes.
Yeah. It's got something on it.
Well, why don't you work your rod back to the middle instead of trying to pull it wide? Poor, you've drug that fish for half a mile. That's fine. You keep reeling him in at that rate. He's on top water anyways, so he's fine. He probably come out of 3 foot of water.
Probably.
You want me to get up and unclip that planer board, or you got it? Okay. Oh. When you do that, it makes it harder to boat flip them.
Well, I also didn't want him to dig.
Oh, I don't know that I can boat flip that one.
Yes, you can.
He looks a little on the long side. Oh, he got way smaller when you got him close. You gonna flip him, or you want me to flip him?
I'll flip him.
Okay. Oh, see, I would not have done it that way.
Yeah.
You want to stand on the floor so that you can set it down and not try to catch it, and horseshoe that tip like that.
Okay.
Hey, don't bite Mr. Whiskers. Georgia. Don't bite Mr. Whiskers. No. Yay, fish number 3.
Woo!
Now, if only he was like 5 times that size.
Yeah.
I'll do myself a favor and unclip the planer board. Yay, fishies. Hey, quit licking Mr. Whiskers. You don't need to eat all this slime. Hey, leave it. Georgia. Hold on, don't throw it over. I got you.
I was just gonna put it up. Fish number 3! Dinky little guy.
Old Dinkopotamus.
Say goodbye. Get down. Do you want me to give us 5 to the
Right.
right?
That'll be fine. Linda says, yay. I mean, I wish he was like legit 5-10 times bigger, but
Do you want me to let those two out more? Or just leave them until...
just leave them, because what we'll do is we'll go toward the bridge and we'll cut back to the shoal.
Okay.
That fish came out of super shallow water. Bless you.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll keep on the course we're on. I can't. What do we got? Like 7 people still?
6.
6 peoples?
Well, they have their waterfall on too.
Hmm?
Said they have their waterfall on too.
That's the excited waterfall. Huh. That waterfall pumps back into the water.
I bet they pull water from.
I bet they do too. The reason that was intriguing is because that's fresh oxygenated water getting pumped right there. Because all that white water rolling down those rocks
Mm-hmm.
is O2 rich. This summer that could be a good bait hole. We've never really drug this close to their docks.
No, we haven't.
Kind of excited about it. Hanging out in 10 foot of water.
Well, considering that's where our fish have been caught out of,
Yeah.
I figured it was worth the.
Yeah. Yeah.
It looks like they have a pit boss at theirs.
It does. Starting to see some of those storm clouds rolling in.
Yeah, but we're not supposed to get any precipitation until about 1.
I know. I'm
They
just
do
hoping
look
that
a little.
little full of water.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not necessarily worried about that. I'm kind of hoping that that big dark one rolls over that big ball in the sky for a few minutes. I'd be pretty content with some shade and some sun coverage for about an hour. Just the 1.5 miles that we've trolled, we've already come back up over into 84-degree water. It's quite sad. I miss 65-degree water.
Me too.
Huh.
So me too.
Fishing, the only time where cold water is exciting.
Do you think we'll clear that dock?
That one?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're clear. Might give it two to the right just to straighten us up.
You have it. It's on your gunnel.
Oh. I'll put it on an even number. A really good chance of that pulling a stud out from under that dog. What do my contour lines look like through here? Oh yeah. Pretty decent looking little ledge.
Looks like it's headed right for it. It's gonna hit the dock.
What are you talking about? Yeah, you're right, it might hit. Fine, I'll get up and deal with it.
You made me guess myself.
Told you it's clear.
I'm just gonna trust you.
I told you it was clear. There's Nessie. Look, legit, we just marked Nessie.
Huh.
You should take a picture of that. Since you marked the Loch Ness Monster. I do like that retaining wall there. It's pretty spiffy.
Oh, I didn't see it there. I saw it on side scan.
I was talking about the fact that it legit looked like the Loch Ness Monster on 2D.
I can't see 2D, so I didn't actually see it. But it did kind of look the same on side scan.
Yeah, just oriented weird, so it's like hard to understand it. You should show the live Nessie.
It's a horrible picture.
Is it? Well, here. Why is it a horrible picture? Oh, see, it doesn't look like Nessie there. It looked way more like Nessie before.
Okay, so this is what it looked like. Do y'all see Nessie? Okay. And then on side scan, that's what it looked like. And then when we went back in, that's what it looked like.
Old Nessie.
Might be time to get my feet sweat again.
Your feet are looking really red. You kind of swollen.
But they're not swollen. My ankle is on this side. But that's because I'm twisted
From where you broke it.
from where I broke it, and then I twisted it today.
You got the floor of the boat all dirty again.
Oh.
Water can't feel too good.
Oh, it does.
84 degrees. It's like bath water.
No.
Still feels cool.
Yeah.
I'll take your word for it.
Could be why they're in the shallows. But you also have to remember that, like, how does hot be is the water I like.
Not me. I got really excited and then I realized that you just smacked it with your knee.
I know.
Inconsiderate. Hey, will you fix your straight back, or not your straight back, but your middle one?
Is that better?
Yeah. No, it just wasn't sitting in the rod holder remotely close to right.
It is now.
Yeah.
Are you toasty, puppy? Do you want your Pop-Tart?
No. It's too hot. I'm ready for a nap. It is nice that
Yes.
that ugly cloud got way bigger.
We just won't talk about it no more. We're just gonna let go.
For the record. My phone was getting too hot. Huh?
I said, yeah, but I also don't know what your service is like.
I don't either. The closer we get to this area, the more it's going to drop. So, unfortunately, I think it's about time we shut it down and finish this drag out, and then we'll move to our other location for the day. Make that drag and get out of here before the weather hits. We appreciate everybody hanging out with us. It's been a fun morning. Got a couple of little fish,
That looks like a good little fish.
and we'll keep filming. So if anything exciting happens, there'll be a video about it eventually. Our production videos are normally a couple weeks behind real-time fishing trips, so keep an eye out for them. Videos get posted once a week. We appreciate everybody hanging out with us.
Catch you guys next time.
God bless and take care.